I have a question from a shareholder, Phillip Sweeney from Torquay.
Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to say what a pleasure it was to travel up to this lovely town of Bendigo and not have to go to another capital city for an AGM. So well done that. So, and also I should congratulate the chairman for surviving the Royal Commission when other chairmen and chair ladies fell on their swords. So must be an indication that Bendigo Bank are doing something right. So well done, chairman, on your final term of office. So thank you. Now I'd like to pick up on some questions that Marnie mentioned before, and I wanted to sort of focus on bank closures is one of the topics I've got here to talk about. If I can just find my notes in a minute. Because I know there's an article that came out in the paper just last week that says we're fed up with the banks and the customers of the Big Four would like to leave. So as I see it, there's a huge opportunity for Bendigo Bank to capitalise on the disgruntlement of most customers with large banks. And I know over the last 4 years, there was something like 700 branches that have been closed by the Big Four. And I noticed that Bendigo Bank has closed 6 or so in the last year. So I would be expecting Bendigo Bank to be perhaps capitalising on that by opening more branches where the Big Four are deserting, especially in country areas. And I was wondering, do you keep a database of all the branches that have been closed by the Big Four and perhaps looking to cherry pick areas where Bendigo Bank could fill the void? Because to me, it seems there's a huge opportunity that Bendigo Bank should be looking to capitalise on.
Thank you.
Some comments, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sweeney. So distribution for banking is, of course, a big topic. Very few people these days do their banking at a branch. We all use, as I said, internet, mobile phone. The old days of transaction-intensive branches have finished. So branches, if they're going to be useful, have to be useful for other things than the things they used to be. And there's just not our customers, you're not using them anymore. So there's no point having empty buildings scattered around the countryside. But physical distribution, the ability to go to somewhere when you really need it, is still seen to be a crucial part of that relationship between a bank and its customers. So, no, we're not looking to wholesale close branches. We certainly do work to ensure that if there are opportunities in regional or other areas that we look to whether that there's a business opportunity for us, absolutely. But on the other hand, we're not going to swim against the tide when everyone's still using their mobile phones to access the branches or access banking. So that's the position. You saw some of the solutions that we're trying out. The branch at Norwood's a whole new way of thinking about it, but so is Upbank, the digital world, as a way of dealing with our customers. So that will go on. We're certainly not, as I say, looking to just shut down wholesale branches, but branches need to be sustainable businesses too. And for them to be sustainable for us and for our community bank partners, they've got to do things differently in different ways. So you'll see a lot of change over the next period. Okay, next question.
Thank you.